Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I was upstairs, pacing around, guitar strapped on me, which, by the way, if you don't do, I know this might seem like crazy advice, but if you're trying to build a bond between you and, an inanimate object, right? If you're trying to build a bond between you and the wood and the steel and the strings, and your fingers here, keeping it in your hand is the most important thing you can do, more than anything you work on. And even more to that point, even if you're not actually keeping the fretboard in your hands, having it strapped on you, like while you do dishes or just wander around the house noodling, sitting on the couch. Dude, when I was little, I used to sleep with my guitar. Now I'm married with a bunch of kids and it doesn't quite fit in the bed. But and certainly isn't kosher. But that stuff all counts towards your time with it. And the more time you spend with it, the more you can just let it flow and not think about it. So while you're working on your courses and lessons and learning songs and everything else you do with your band or whatever your goals are, eventually you want to just be able to just play. You learn it and then you just play it. Spending time with the instrument, just literal time with the instrument, is crucial for that. Anyhow, so I'm upstairs pacing around, wondering what video to do, because I know it's Saturday and I haven't posted a video in a while. And on Alexa comes Robert Cray. And I thought to myself, damn, I forgot about Robert Cray. How could I not have listened to Robert Cray for so long? And I remember this performance. I remember this Crossroads performance, and I was like, he completely... there were so many great performances, but he kind of stole the show. It's like Daylight comes out with just his Strat, stripped down kind of arrangement, and just delivers pure tone, perfect singing, incredible message, incredible playing. Totally, the way he just has the Strat through like the super clean Matchless, if I remember that right. Totally leaning into the bolt-on style vibrato where he's just shaking it. He's one of the best of his craft, and I figured dealer's choice today. Dealer's choice, no requests. This one's for me today. And I thought about leaving out this intro from John Mayer, but then I said, you know what? It's good, it's poignant, and it's true.
The reason you can't find some of this music until you're 15, 16, 17 is because you don't make the kind of relationships with people that you have to have so that they can go, I want to show you something. Great music that is not in the mainstream needs a host, someone to bring you into the fold and go, that's Jimi Hendrix, that's Stevie Ray Vaughan right there, that's Robert Cray, check this out.
It's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robert Cray.
The green match.
Good afternoon.
Did he just in the microphone?
Good afternoon.
Makes
Thanks
it
for
hot.
being here. Time makes two love, makes them more than friends. Time makes true love more than just pretend. Makes you count the nights and the moments where a
apart. Time will heal your trouble when you got the blues. Heal the burning heartache, put you right back in the groove. But time will take its toll on you if you don't play it smart. Because time makes two, it takes two to heal a broken heart.
Hear him screaming?
Time makes two love.
I was gonna stop it before the solo and go over the harmony and everything, but I couldn't. You know, that is a true stone cold improviser. You see him singing, audiating while he's playing, right? You hear him doing two things, like in between phrases, doing like the like just, but also doing the right, audiating. It's just like the least scripted style lead playing ever. And on a personal note, a side note, I just love the content of this song. Time makes two. It takes two to heal a broken heart. It's so true. In my experience, when you're young, you're born with a full heart, right? When you first get your heart broken, it's because you give a little piece to someone else. And that person gives a little piece to you, hopefully. And the little piece you give is theirs forever. And the little piece that you get is yours forever, at least a little bit of it. But when it gets broken, you're left with this void. And the only thing that fixes it is that piece to come from someone new, from someone else, right? Because you've given that piece away forever. And time makes two. Love this song. Love it. All right, enough of the philosophical stuff. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of the tune. Tangents.
Good afternoon.
Love that.
Thanks for being
I think
here.
we're B flat. So the song is a minor. It's a straight walk down in minor, but then on the 5 it becomes dominant. So you can think of it harmonic minor. That's not really what it is. It's B flat minor, and you're walking down in key of Aeolian. 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, 4, flat 3, 2. But then when it goes to the 5, it becomes dominant. So maybe you can think of it harmonic minor for a second, but really, you're just selling the crap out of that 5 chord with what? The leading tone. The note 1/2 step below your tonic. So that would be A in the key of B flat, right? That is the major third of F7. And what creates chord function more than anything else? The third, especially the major third, because that's the leading tone in a 5 chord to your tonic. That's why people do it. Now check this out. So you got this little buttering up of the 9, if you will, across B flat minor. Right, there's your 9. Back across the arpeggio. Going down in key. So this is now your flat 7. Right? Still buttering across that 9. This is a major triad. This is A flat major. Same thing. Now you got G flat major. Again, buttering through that 9. No, you're buttering. That is a dominant 7 sharp 9. F, right? F7 sharp 9. Hendrix chord on F.
Time makes two love, makes them more than friends. Time makes true love more than just pretend. Makes you count the nights and the moments we're apart.
So killer. So what you got here is just a descending root, and you're pedaling the top. And what the top is, it is the 5th and the root of your tonic of B flat. So you got, but then it has this little motion. And what this is your 5th and root of your tonic, B flat, and then you're going over and you're playing the 5th and the root of now your 5 chord. So the motion is 1 5 1. It's that. And you're achieving that by adding in the C. That's the 9 in B flat. So you're a lot of 9s in here, a lot of floaty 9s. But what's really happening is you're hearing. Right? And then this just descends. So it's hard to do, but root. Flat 7. Flat 6. 5. 4. Flat 3. 2. And then 5. And then it goes down and does it here. But. And that motion here is that. From the flat 7 over the 6 to your 5 chord. But you're hearing the bass go from a high F to a low F. Gives it tons of motion. Here we go.
Time will heal your trouble when you've got the blues. Heal the burning heartache, but you're right back in the groove. But time will take its toll on you if you don't play it smart. Because time makes two, it takes two to heal a broken heart.
B flat minor pentatonic is your vocal melody, but his runs are unbelievable. Listen to him turn the volume up. And we'll go through it. Yeah. Albert King land. You know, bending through that 4. But then just shaking it, letting that matchless ring with the single coils, using the bolt-on. B flat minor pentatonic, right? It's your pattern 5 into pattern 4. Everybody goes down differently. I'm not going to try to get his phrasing down because it's such a personal thing. I'm just going to give you the broad strokes of the harmonic stuff that's happening here. See that little shake of the hand? It's the first song of the set. He's feeling it. He's a total improviser. Stone cold improviser. I love it. Bending up the root. I love people that bend through the root. I love that. There's your 5 chord, 5. Switches his pickup selector down to position 2 and starts picking down at the bridge here. You get that different tone? And comes in with the 5 shocker F. Right? Yep, hear him grab that chord tone. It's going down to that flat 7 there. So it tags with that walk down, that 1 flat 7, flat 6, 5. No, that was straight to the flat 6. Yeah, so it goes to the 5, then it goes up to the flat 6. And that's why that 4 works in there, right? I love it. And it through that root. Such a great player. Band comes down.
Feel each other's pain, and I'm so proud of you, love. So proud to be your man. 'Cause time makes two.
Love the drum.
Oh, time makes two. You know, time makes two. It takes
Okay, watch him snag the band here. Talk about just projecting emotion. I love this song so much. The time it makes you more than friends. I mean, it took me 10 years. I mean, here's a little personal side note. I pretty much only know how to play the long game in any part of my life. It took me. Rowan, what's up, bud? Pause. What? See, this is what happens. Buddy, I'll be right up. I'm making a video. Hey, will you give me one moment? Will you give me one moment? I like that Mickey Mouse whole thing you got going on there. Give me 1 minute, okay? I'll be right up. Anyhow. I only know how to play the long game. Let's make sure this is still going here. Yeah, we're still going. Yeah, so it took me 10 years to get Annie to marry me. And actually, the day that I met her, I I was so audacious. I told her that we were going to get married and have kids one day. And that's a whole long story. But anyway, 10 years later, that did happen. And so this whole like time makes two thing, like I love the whole concept of this song because that's just, it speaks to me. Now, this performance, you know, and just the way he delivers it, you could say that his staccato attack and everything else like isn't you know your style, but you cannot deny the open channel of emotion with which Robert Cray plays and sings. It is just so unbelievably good. Let me go back a second here. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Look how he snags the band. So he is just flowing. He's just totally flowing. Band is super solid following him. Hard to play slow like this, by the way. Much harder to play slower than faster. You all know that. But watch him go through it and watch him snag the band with his head stop. And slows them down. Watch it again. They're all watching. You start with the fast one. It shows you got to come in right on it. Then you slow down the stroke with the second one, but give it a little tap. And the third one, you ease right back into the groove. And shocker, the tempo is perfect. The end on the one.
Thank you very much.
And right on the one. Literally on the tonic of the one chord. For the only time in the song, when it gets to the end of the progression, it doesn't go to the 5. It just goes to the 1. And he's all the way. Sorry, I get lost in it. All the way up to the 1. Such a sense of finality. Perfect song. Perfect execution. Channel wide open. Incredible singing. Great lyrical content. Amazing band following the band leader. And you get, I mean, he's audiating. He's kind of, you know, yelling in between, you know, him taking the leads. Pure emotion. You know, Robert Cray wanted to be an architect, I believe, but then decided to do this because he felt it and felt like he couldn't do something else. This is a man that does it because he loves it, because he has to do it, and plays that way. I absolutely adore Robert Cray. If you guys haven't dug into his catalog, do it. YouTube. Robert Cray. Alexa, play Robert Cray. You know, Cray. Just do it. I mean, it's so melodic. He plays so lyrically, harmonically. It's simple. It's not crazy theory. It is all feel and emotion, and encapsulates what the song's about. Incredible performance. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys, and thank you so much for liking, subscribing, dropping links in the comments. Again, this is a community based around sharing good music and being inspired and motivated to pick this thing up. And if you want some extra motivation, some extra inspiration, and some tools to keep picking this thing up and getting better, I really hope you'll consider clicking the first link in the description and joining me over at guitargate.com. You get all my weekly lessons, you get my whole step-by-step course path, and you get priority reaction requests. So there's a whole section of the site for people like you who are saying, hey, check this out, like Mare was saying at the beginning. Check this out. Check this out. And so I do at least 1 or 2 of those a week just from people on the site. But you can see what other people like yourself are working on and are into. I guarantee you'll find new stuff that you otherwise wouldn't know of. I know it's true for me, and it will inspire you to, again, keep the thing in your hands. That's how you get better. That's how it's done. Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.